Make sure everything's working like it should. So far, it seems like it. Computer had to restart and OBS decided to desync my microphone, so I want to make sure everything's working before we truly get started here. Of course, I say that just as the game. There's the music. This game decides, no, we're not going to do music. Music. Blah, 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 blah. All right. Welcome, everybody. Whether you show up now or you show up later, I appreciate you being here. That's it. Surprise Thursday streams. I don't normally stream on Thursdays, but I have a little bit of time today before dinner. So, we are playing Between the Stars. I already played the prologue, and of course I played a little bit of the game beforehand. Pretty much your standard, story-wise initially for the prologue, is your standard sci-fi flair. There's a, galactic, they call it the universe, but a galactic empire, republic, actually in this case, republic. And then there were those who rebelled. And I think the main game takes place after the initial rebellion. We're going to keep it minimal on the story in this part, so everybody can figure it, can remember. Yeah, holy moly, we can learn it as we go. I said it's been a long time since I've played. Well, I haven't played this in a long time. On Steam, it says last played December of 23, so it's been a year and a half since I played this. We're starting with a fresh campaign. I don't really remember the story, which is a good thing because that means it's gonna be fun and new for me. It's gonna be fun for new for everybody. So, with that little bit out of the way, let's go ahead and get started here. Let's go start a new campaign. We're doing normal. We are not doing permadeath. I'm not a big permadeath kind of person. Depending on the game, of course, but I'm not really a good permadeath kind of person. We're going to keep a normal difficulty. Dice rolls. Okay, so that's RNG. We're going to keep that. There will be no crew-based combat rules. Keep it. We'll keep everything default. All right, let's pick a ship. We have the Thallium, the Infinite Astral, or we have the Cosmos Transporter. So there's the Mercury Thallium. Small cruiser engineers achieved a great agility acceleration, so it doesn't have a lot of weight and resistance. So overall, we'll say HP is not really that great. We're looking at 1600. Medium range shields, shield recharge, pretty good. Let's have a look at the Infinite Astral. Has got decent agility, good energy recovery, weapon energy. Yeah, it's okay. Shield recovery, shield, but its engine power is. Yeah, so is the Cosmos Transporter. It's got good. Well, that one's got the better. Yeah. Okay, so it's got just a little bit less shields than the last one, but it's got better AC pretty much. I don't really like any of these. But we gotta pick one to start with. I think everything can be upgraded, so I think we can upgrade our engine power at some point. Alright, we'll go with the Cosmos Transporter. What do we want to name the darn thing? What do we want to name the thing? know. I really don't. Keeping the emblem. I'm liking the color. I'll check the green. See the yellow. You can see what the yellow looks like in the ship below us. See, I want the ship next to us. The military ship. Start with this though. I think over time we can buy and or upgrade the ship if I remember correctly. Let's see here. Missiles, standard. Okay, let's go. Let's go the wee. Alright, so that's what looks like green. Why did it go green and yellow, honestly? I don't really like that combination, those two colors out. Well, I love green. Green is my preferred color in just about everything. I don't like that combination. So we're gonna go blue. We'll keep with that one. All right. Captain. Increase engine power, which could be great to have for this ship. Increased damage, impact, modern, better lasers, but worse missiles exposed. Use shield maximum points. So new male, female. Okay, so really, this doesn't. Oh, we can change that around. That. If we all random. Okay, reckless, increase agility. Let's see, increase engine power again, but increase reload time. Alright, so okay, yes, I like the idea of increase with this ship increased engine power. Shield, okay, better lasers, but worse on the missiles, and reduces hull's maximum hit points. Okay, I'm already at 2,500. We'll stick with that. I think that'll be a skin, hair color, hair, height. Oh, okay. The booby slider, got it. And we'll go right there. We'll just keep that. All right, here we go.
Captain, we're in the sectors adjacent to Tacit Stella. The War Council will not be held for another 2 days.
Understood, Mai. We'll take advantage of the downtime to supply our ship and patrol the area. Input coordinates to the nearest space station.
No need, Captain. Our power levels will let us fly for at least another 2 weeks.
No, let's go.
We've spoken about this, Mai. The crew is exhausted. They've been eating nothing but synthetic proteins for a month. They need a breather.
Aye, Captain. Coordinates set.
Really is a slower ship, ain't it? Oh well.
comes Chief. Request permission to dock.
Welcome, Captain. Dock at the assigned bay, please.
Okay, so... Do, 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 do. Did I damage? I did not. Okay. I just forgot how tall this thing is. How did we dock again? Oh my god, it's been so long. How do I dock? You told me to dock here. Shoot, how do I dock again? Sounds so bad. Well, let's double check. Da, 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 da. Up, down, left, right. Oh, okay. Let's see. That's your roll, roll, roll. Okay, lateral moves are C and. There we go. I had to remember what the lateral movement was. Might have to reset that. Okay. Okay, so you enter the bar, which seems really lively. The customers are gathered around the table as they chant enthusiastically. You get closer to watch the spectacle, and you spot an enormous man and young woman downing shots nonstop, while the audience cheers. The man seems severely impaired by alcohol, and after a few rounds, he falls to the ground, causing the spectators to laugh. The young woman, ha! You didn't even give me a good warm-up. Any other brave soul who thinks it can challenge me? You, yes you, the woman with the goofy face. Would you like to try your luck? Oh, bugger nuts. Okay, do I want to... Why not? Alright. You face a waiter brings you a couple of jars of liquor and a small glass. Your opponent looks at you defiantly as she laughs. Whenever you want, I warn you, the liquor in this tavern is one of the strongest in the sector. A weak, hardened woman like you won't be able to stand half a pitcher. Start drinking, aptitude +1. Alright. See what happens. I don't know what I need to get. If that was going to be a 1, I'd be upset. All right. I think to succeed, she was not exaggerating. So you take the first drink of liquor. Okay. Black and as thick as oil. You sure it's not oil? Burns your throat. You quickly serve another shot while they chant it for you. All right, 3 or more. Can we do it? Nope. We rolled a 1. Oh, I'm not sure I can actually read that. Holy crap. The woman won't stop drinking while you try to follow her lead. You feel dizzy and nauseous. You drink your last glass before fainting. I am not going to try and actually read that as drunk. Holy crap. A flashlight wakes you up and you immediately feel the headache. Blinded, you rub your eyes a couple of times and you find yourself on the bed of your cabin. You barely remember what happened the night before. The shot competition got out of hand. I only got as far as 2. You vaguely remember how some of your crew carried you while you were out of it. You can barely think you were through the pain. You get up while the room is still spinning and go search for Michelle to give you something for the pain. Today will be a rough day. I'm hungover. Alright. This is what I have currently. Yep, okay, so I just got the one ship. Alright, let's go ahead and exit. Alright, I know, what do we got? We have a distress signal. We've got a distress signal and a suspicious signal. Let's head to the suspicious signal. Alright, you arrive at the corresponding coordinates and spot a suspicious ship. The best thing to do is to send a transmission for them to identify themselves. My opens communication, directs a call to your terminal. On the screen you see some big yellow eyes staring right at you. But look, a Shatar ship. The captain's jaws open up to speak. Shatar captain, Burford's Zitan. I don't know the language of this particular race. Yes? The creature seems somewhat offended. Shatar captain, I'm not going to read it. Few people can understand that language. The Shatar were the last introduction to the Interstellar Republic after years of diplomatic work, yet greatly hampering by complex phonic systems they possess. You're not one of those few, but after the treaty and the territory of the Republic, they are subject to the same laws as you. Therefore, uphold them as part of your jurisdiction. Check out the cargo or continue on their way? Specialist. I'm not gonna worry about him. But I am gonna check over those ruins over here. Don't know when he's smuggling, but I'm not gonna deal with it. Oh, see what we got. Okay. All right. Your long yawn echoes in the command bridge. The crew has long since retired to their quarters, and the deathly silence coupled with the dim lighting of the monitors have pushed you to your limit. You speak out. Mai, I'm going to rest for a while. Let me know if there's any news. Mai, roger that, Captain. I've got this. You get up to stretch and run your hand over your belly. You had your last meal a short while ago, but your stomach is rumbling with hunger. Let's see here. You go down the stairs and walk down to the mess hall in silence. During these quiet moments, the ship seems like a different place, completely unlike when it is busiest. Now that the corridors and most of the rooms are empty, you enjoy the leisurely stroll. The hatch to the mess hall opens and you step inside. One of the tables, several crew members laugh, engrossed in what they are doing. Although you do not pay much attention to them, you go straight to one of the fridges and grab a piece of fruit. Would you like to join us, Captain? Yeah, that's what you got. You take a bite of the piece of fruit and walk over to the table. Wolf rolls the dice and stands up in excitement. Double betrayal in your face. The crew members are playing The Fleet, a very popular dice game. The goal is to add figures to subtract lives from the rest of the players. The last player with lives left wins. Alright, how much is the bet? 200 credits. You look at the rest of the crew, you would 5 players, so profit would be around 800 credits per round. I actually don't know how many credits I have. I'm gonna do it. Alright, you grab your chair, you sit next to Wolf, but you're still sleepy, but you will hold out long enough to bleed them a bit dry. You grab the cup and get ready to roll the dice. Get ready, Bellingar. I haven't yet forgotten about Foundation Day. I need 5. My luck is not going to hold. I'm going to lose money. Yep. No, I didn't say. Alright, we go to bed. Back to work. Alright, I don't think there's anything else I can do in these ruins. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Okay.
They are jamming our engines, Captain.
Who?
Activate the shields. Let's finish them off.
Reload. I need missiles. Can you reload, please? Thank you. Are they not even paying attention? Yeah, and I'm already down. Alright. We're gonna do this. How is their weapons getting through my shields? Is my question. That was a question. How are they getting through the shields? Shields were 100% and they were still seeping through. Okay, that annoyed me. Very much. Oh, try it again. Okay, so we're back here again. So that one, pain. Let's go to this one. Yeah, shields are 100, and it was really seeping through. I don't know why, and it was very annoying. But we'll try this one, see how it goes. Alright, you detect the distress signal and you go to its rescue. When you arrive at the origin of the signal, you find a ship with the system shut down but in good condition. What do? Try and contact them.
Take us next to the target.
Could be a trap. We don't know. Okay, let's see here. After nearing the ship, you send a repair team to the distressed ship. Everything was fine until shots were heard on the transmission cuts out. It was a trap. After an intense firefight, the repair crew was able to reach their shuttle and separate from the enemy cruiser. The medical team receives the shuttle in our hangar, but they cannot save the life of one of the crew members, who dies of his grave laser wounds. While this is happening, the enemy ship activates its systems, raising its shields and preparing to attack. Okay, we've activated ours.
Activate the shields. Let's finish them off.
We'll speed up a little bit here.
Great job, crew. We did it.
Alright, what did we get? I want to make sure we picked up. We picked up RG-210. Does 50 a second, 38. So I probably would actually set that one. Have that replaced. Can I do it in this? Yes, I can do it in space. Good. Okay. So we have that. How's my ammunition looking like? Crew members. Oh, I have upgrade points. I didn't even realize. Okay, what do we got? Charm, aptitude, leaderships, luck. Do that. We do leadership and luck. Oh, what do we got? Okay, you are my specialist. Kind of specialist. Projectiles, energy, salvaging. We'll upgrade you on that one. We'll do you projectile. No medals yet. Nothing. You have something. What do you have? Are you the same? Yes, okay. Crafting, upgrade device crafting. We have armoring, ships, upgrade ships global systems. I like that. Okay. So we'll go ahead and do that. Okay, you have a point and you don't. You have 2. We'll add you here. Okay. Everybody is loaded. Okay, engineering. Okay, we'll let you do that. Let's try you again. Doesn't work this time. I'm not going to worry about it next time. Take a little more money. Okay, so that one failed as well. Okay. Oh, excuse me. We'll scrap that. So apparently, let's look at you. All right, plus 10% on that. So I can't do much with those right now. Okay. Crew members, we're good there, we're good there, we're good there. Tasks. Systems. Don't. Yeah, this ion reactor there. Don't know. Okay. looks like there's just that. We're going to save. In case. Because I don't need to. And you maybe move to a different sector instead of being here. Yes, it's into the neighboring sectors. Alright, you arrive at the coordinates where a ship awaits you with the engines turned off. You have communications with them, and a completely withered man appears on screen. His eyes are dull, sunken in their sockets, and ringed with several days' worth of circles under his eyes. His dry lips part to speak, but not before coughing a couple of times. Captain, we need supplies. The pirates assaulted us and left us on our own fate. We need food and water. Alright, let's go ahead and do that.
It's next to the target.
Where are you? See, my trust in nature screws me again. Alright, as soon as you board, you can see the sorry state of the crew. Under a dozen people you are in one room, some of them unconscious. As soon as they see you, the captain draws strength from weakness and addresses you with tears in his eyes. Please, Captain, my crew is on the verge of death. We've been stuck here for weeks without food or reserve fuel. Please save them. The man ends his speech and instantly collapses to the ground. Solidarity. Rest the team. Okay, let's see here. After a couple of hours, both the crew and the captain have gone through medical examination, and it seems that after eating and hydrating, they will recover. Crew member Baker. Captain, it looks like the crew will recover. The vital signs are clear indications of malnutrition. It seems like that they'll recover quickly. Even so, there's something that worries us. Some of them are clearly in a state of shock, especially the captain. Yeah, they've been through a lot, or we don't worry about that. I understand, but I must insist again. We've spoken with everyone, and there seems to be numerous discrepancies in their testimonies. Some claim that the pirates didn't take all the supplies. Others say they did. Many also differ in the number of pirates that boarded the ship and the losses they caused. What we are certain about is that surviving for so long without eating and hydrating is quite impossible. Donner Party. Let's take a look around the ship. As you walk through the rooms of the ship without seeing anything especially strange, as the crew members said, it seems that this was a textbook assault. They entered the ship firing at the people who offered resistance, and after robbing the warehouse, left the ship, leaving their prisoners behind. You heard the story several times. Like you were told about the testimonies, there were discrepancies. If there was one thing that nobody talked about, it was where the bodies of the murdered men were, of which, for now, there were no trace. Yep. I mean, it's Donner Party, folks. Come on. I'm not saying it's right, but... As soon as you open the airlock, the stench floods the corridor. You enter, covering your mouth and nose with your sleeve, trying to protect yourself. In one of the sinks, you see 5 plates full of mold, of which surely the last meal of one remaining crew. One of the counters, the source of the stench, is stained all over with dry blood, with an equally bloodied knife resting on it. You return to the group, deeply impacted by what you just saw. It would be best if you did not say a word about it. Imagining all they have been through, anything you could say would not be of much help. As soon as you make sure that the crew is in stable health, you give them a couple of pallets of supplies and enough fuel to go to the next space station to refuel. The captain, who had noticed your absence, comes to thank you for your help, with a sincere look on his face, but avoiding looking directly at you. In his expression, you can perceive the shame he feels. Thank you very much. We'll never forget you, Captain. You've saved our lives. Yeah, good luck. Yeah, I mean, come on. Alright, where am I? I'm in Waypool. There's will be. The question is, should I move on to the next sector? I'm here. Doesn't look like there's much else. Okay, not saying it's right, not saying it's wrong, but it's definitely understandable in the situation like this. Okay, we have a quick save.
Captain, we're getting some very strange readings.
Okay.
What the hell is that? Mai, focus the sensors on the signal from coordinates 15-008.
Augmenting the scale. Decoding parameters. I detect high radiation readings, Captain, but I cannot locate the source of the emission.
Crew, exercise extreme caution. We're heading to the source of the signal.
Reactor leak? Possibly.
They are jamming our engines, Captain.
Activate the weapons. All crew to battle stations.
One of the enemy ships has been destroyed.
Yeah, a little on the close side for me.
Great job, crew. We did it.
Blueprint for a vest and okay, let's see, what do we get? Let's have a look at that. We have spirit quality, range 1400, damage 8 damage a second, but not long range. Okay. That gives me that, which definitely reduces my... Oof, yeah, nope, we're gonna bring that back, because I want... Or hold on to that. Apartments. Continue on the research end. Oof, that's 900 credits. I hope to gosh you make it. Ow, what'd I hit?
These look like the remains of a ship, Captain.
You think?
This isn't the debris of just any ship. These are the remains of Captain Scott's flagship, the Genesis.
Oh, I'm sorry, Captain. We know how much you admired her.
Scott was the captain in charge of my training during my years as a recruit. I owe her a great deal of who I am today. She didn't deserve an end like that, at the hands of her own allies. Prepare the life support equipment. We're going in.
On your order.
Alright, a deep sorrow fills you as you board the ship. It is hard to believe this piece of junk was once the great Genesis. You are lucky enough to have trained on the Genesis many years ago. In your time as a recruit, you were able to see for yourself what she and her crew were capable of. Jane Scott had been more than just a mentor to you. After years of service with success after success in battle, and earning the admiration of every captain of the Republic, there was no doubt she was the ideal person to lead its army. No soldier could believe the news that she had rejected the position, ceding it to one of her most trusted crew members, Admiral Xiao. Search the ship. You follow the clear path without finding anything interesting. The state of the ship is catastrophic. You have done well to deploy the appropriate machinery for boarding, because re-establishing a flow of energy, even with an external source, would require days of work. If you cannot reach the black box in the bridge, there is only one solution. It is doable, but particularly complex. In theory, if you can access Genesis My Core, you can recover some of the data and then upload it to your ship's My to find out exactly what happened. Andrew, let's see here. It's theoretically possible, Captain. The only concern is the state of my system core. If she isn't too badly damaged, there's a good chance we could repair her and do the data transfer. However, the process might corrupt our own system. It will take some time for the engineer team to manage to connect the two without generating fatal errors. Okay, let's try to access the bridge. Oh, it is 6+. Let's give it a shot. Yeah, 3, not happening. All right. Michelle, let's try. 8+. Jumpstart. I ain't getting it. I can tell you that now. All right. Do one more. You son of a. Of course, time to go. Latest White Admiral. Let's get back to our headquarters.
I still can't believe it. The Genesis was the most powerful ship of the Republic. I'm surprised that the Children of the Sun were able to destroy it.
Nartas's ships outnumbered our ships by a wide margin, Captain. The probability of success was extremely low. I'm sure that Captain Scott knew it.
Mai, set a course to the General Headquarters. We'll inform Admiral Flynn of the situation after the War Council. We won't abandon Scott's ship as if it were space trash.
Anything here? Pick up? No, okay. By that, and salvage rights.
Greetings, Captain. I hope you didn't have any setbacks on your journey here.
All of our missions have setbacks, sir. In fact, I must speak with you in private.
The War Council will be held in a few hours. Whatever it is, we'll have to wait. Land immediately and take care of everything before the Council.
At your disposal, Admiral.
Coming in hot. All right, first things first. No, that one's a cool looking ship. Couple cool looking ones. Can't buy any at the moment, obviously. Okay, looks like everything's prepared. Headquarters. Yeah, everybody needs to heal a little bit. Alright, you enter the headquarters for the first time and it leaves you quite surprised. Most of your military training has taken place at the Tacit Stella Barracks, a stark contrast to the sophistication you see before you. Captains and other military officials are heading to the immense hall where the meeting was about to take place. This is only the beginning. Even though the attack by the Children of the Sun caught the Republic off guard, you are quick to pick yourselves up and begin planning the counterattack. The hall is gigantic. A large table in the background presides over the meeting while the rest of the captains are seated in their designated area. You go to yours, and after a few minutes, the council begins. After a few words to honor the hundreds of lives that have perished in the defense of Tacit Stella, Vice Admiral Flynn addresses the hall. Vice Admiral Daryl Flynn. It's time to plan our next move. The Republic has been decimated. In these dark times, we need a firm hand to lead the counterattack. As a first step, the Council has promoted me to Admiral. I promise not to disappoint you. I will make the Children of the Sun pay for the assassination of Admiral Xiao. The whispers among the crowd make it clear that the majority of the captains were not informed of the changes. The Interstellar Republic usually chooses its commanders democratically, from among captains in higher ranks. An election behind closed doors was not customary, but, in your view, necessary. With war imminent, there is no time to go back and forth on who should take the lead. Promoting the second in command certainly seems the most efficient way to proceed. Alright. The meeting opens up to a forum. You ask for permission to speak and inquire about the situation at the old headquarters. The sacrifice of Captain Scott and her crew was enough to balance the battle. Only a handful of ships guard the destroyer Phoenix, Admiral Naruto's ship. The final attack was powerful enough to pierce her shields and leave the engines completely useless. We have information that Admiral Naruto has left the ship to lead the space conquest. But if he thinks we won't act, he underestimates us. We'll destroy the ship long before they see it coming. However, we must be cautious. It might be yet another trap by the Children of the Sun. They may well be waiting for us to slip up and kill those of us left alive. Tactically, he's right. We must be certain, or the longer we wait, the lower our chances of success. Tactically, the first one. Several captains take turns to question the wisdom of the proposal. Still, others from various parts of the room call for an immediate attack. It's clear that the council will conclude without consensus. Admiral Flynn, I understand your concern. The Phoenix is a fearsome enemy and currently at our mercy, but we don't know what Admiral Naruto has in store. An unplanned attack could easily land us in an ambush. The council concludes and the gigantic hall quickly empties. The constant disagreements have sapped your spirits. Far from consolidating you as a unit, the attack has divided you more than you thought. The various groups of captains have taken different sides, supporting the representatives they believe to be the most qualified for the position of Admiral. Even if it bothers them to see Flynn as Admiral of the Republic, returning the blow to the Children of the Sun is much more important. After hours of debate, Flynn and the rest of the senior officials start planning the assault. Even if you take your time setting up the offensive, the Republic would make the Children of the Sun pay for everything they have done. Well, back to the ship. We still didn't talk to the man. You enter the headquarters to meet Daryl Flynn, the newly appointed Fleet Admiral of the Interstellar Republic. to update him on the status of the Genesis. There are fewer captains than there were at the council. The delay until the attack of Tesset Stella is making you extremely nervous, as waiting too long could have fatal consequences. Let's see. Captain Ma. Good to see you. Captain Scott wouldn't stop talking about you even after she finished her training. She was sure you would go far. Her death has been a hard blow for us, as I'm sure you're aware, since it's all the younger captains talk about. Admiral Xiao may have had the highest authority, but there was no captain more famous and beloved than Jane Scott. That's what I want to talk about. Admiral, we found the Genesis. Flynn cannot disguise his look of surprise. You gave him an overview of the situation mentioned in the tracker you placed. Splendid work, Ma. Recovering the Genesis might give us some advantage. I'll send Captain David Robinson to accompany you with 2 tow ships. Your mission will be to secure the ship's anchorage for its transports to the headquarters dock. Alright.
We'll set off immediately. We will escort you to the ship and begin to dock, sir. Keep your eyes peeled. We could run into enemy ships in the sector.
Excuse me.
Understood, Captain. We'll keep the rear and jump once you confirm the coordinates.
Roger. Crew, to your positions. Our current objective is to recover the Genesis.
I need to repair. So we're going to the station first. We're going to repair the ship. And everybody needs to heal. Then we go get the Genesis. I'm at 85%. I'd rather go in at full hull if I can.
Control tower, we request permission to dock.
All right.
Welcome, Captain. Dock at the assigned bay.
Docking 4. Alright. Okay. The commercial zone. How are we looking, everybody? Let's upgrade the healing. Good, we're good. You have one. Let's go. Keep upgrading the ship. And nothing new for me. everybody is. Almost sealed. So now I need to prepare the ship. Superior quality. I don't know if I want to. We got 2 specialists, deal with combat, 2 engineers, and 2 scientists. Do I want to hire? Okay, who's doing what? Shields, medicine. Oh, it's a double tita poopa. Okay. All right, we're going to the Voye system. Loading, we are loading. Hit the loading. Get close, probably 20 more minutes. We'll call it and get dinner going.
There it is. We've reached the coordinates. Mai, send the signal to the freighters immediately.
Yes, Captain.
Attention, everyone. We must secure the construction of the docking structure. Notify me of any incoming signal.
Oh boy.
Captain, we've been detected.
To the battle stations. We must protect the cargo ships. We will not allow the Children of the Sun to capture the Genesis.
Am I looking? It's a good thing I healed. Let me go.
One of the enemy ships has been destroyed.
Game's in my way. Move. Move. Hi, how you doing? I see ya. No, you son of a biscuit.
One of
Next.
the enemy ships has been destroyed.
Are you there? You are. Hi, how you doing? You're big. Let's go ahead and move to this side. What do I have? Okay, you're done.
One
Oh,
of the enemy ships has been destroyed.
Docking structure complete.
Good work, team. Stay alert. We're not out of danger. We must finish off the Children of the Sun before leaving the area.
okay, that one's done. Where are you? Right there. Okay. Woohoo. Force shields me on my route. Oh, there's mines. Alright, let's go to a pause. Slow down. Slow down.
That was the last of the children's ships.
Oh,
It looks
man.
like we've made it.
It's the least we
Oh,
could do. for Scott.
15% on one of
I
those?
won't let Nartos have the Genesis.
Alright, it looks like the enemy attack is over. It will take some time for the cargo ships to transport the remnants of the Genesis to headquarters, where full restoration can begin, but they are out of danger for now. Time to loot.
Captain, we're receiving an incoming transmission from headquarters.
Seconds after Mai notifies you, an incoming transmission appears in your command terminal carrying the symbol of the Republic. It must be important. On the screen you see Admiral Flynn with a concerned look on his face. You are sure it's not good news. Admiral Flynn. This is Admiral Darrow Flynn of the Interstellar Republic. Respond immediately, Captain Ma. I am sure. There is no time for formalities. Vice Admiral Mason has sent a fleet without my consent to Tacet Stella with the intent of wiping out the Phoenix. The Salt has alerted the Children of the Sun. Dozens of ships are now approaching to recover Emperor Narto's destroyer. Go immediately to Tacet Stella. The fleet led by Vice Admiral Mason is still in combat with the last defenses. We must take advantage of this confusion, send a small group to support the attack, ensuring the destruction of the Phoenix before reinforcements arrive. Let me
Prepare
loot.
to warp. We must finish off the Phoenix before the Children's reinforcements reach Tacet Stella. Let's finish what Scott started.
On your mark, Captain.
I'm looting first. Alright, so he wants us to go where? Tacet Stella. Here we go. Oh, my 73% health.
Captains, to your battle stations. We must finish off the Phoenix before the arrival of reinforcements. Focus fire on their shield generators. We can't damage it until we disable them completely.
That's my target.
On your mark, Admiral.
Yep, there I went. Okay, so so before I leave, I think the best bet would be to obviously to repair. See me loading. Well, I'm here, so is there a safe harbor anywhere here? Nope. All right. We're gonna go for it then. Let's go after the side ships first. Ooh, but it brought me back at 94% health. Nice. Different tactics still.
Captains, to your battle stations. We must finish off the Phoenix before the arrival of reinforcements. Focus fire on their shield generators. We can't damage it until we disable them completely.
On your mark, Admiral.
Okay.
One of the enemy ships has been destroyed.
Both enemy ships.
hurts.
Working on. Oh, this is not gonna be good. Where are the rest of you? Not helping. The AI guys are not helping with shield generators. Don't have a. AI is not helping. Can't just be the tin can, guys. Can't just be the tin can. Did it crash? Oh, no, there it goes. Did it crash? Alright. What gear do I have? That might be better. R8 rocket launcher. All right, let's give that a shot. Anything new here I can work on? Percentage 41? Yeah, possibly. Before I move in. Okay, so we're not gonna worry about that then. All right, see what happens. Get the weapon shields up. Ship there.
Captains, to your battle stations. We must finish off the Phoenix before the arrival of reinforcements. Focus fire on their shield generators. We can't damage it until we disable them completely.
On your mark, Admiral!
There goes one of my guys' ships. Both my ships. God damn it. I am a tin can, and you guys are just... I don't think I'm winning this one. Boost out way real quick. Yep, not in this one. Shields are down. Can you repair the shields, please? Nope. Okay. Yeah, nope. We're definitely not getting this one again. Shields are not regenerating.
That hurts.
Yeah, no shit.
Congratulations, you've made it onto my blacklist.
Definitely need a better ship than this tin can. Charge, thank you.
One of the enemy ships has been destroyed.
We'll finish you off and spend your credits on updates.
Okay, yeah. So I'm thinking, obviously, I've done this 3 times, failed all 3 times. Let's try it one more with the original setup I have for the ship. Excuse me. And then this will pretty much be it. Actually, I have this battle I'm going to have to call it for right now so I can get dinner going. But we'll keep this going, and we'll see what happens. Watch me fail. But again. Okay, so equipment is now. Let's go ahead and bring it back. 650. 38 a second. All right, let's give it a shot. One more try. Again, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work, and we're going to.
Captains, to your battle stations. We must finish off the Phoenix before the arrival of reinforcements. Focus fire on their shield generators. We can't damage it until we disable them completely.
On your mark, Admiral.
How much guys focus on the on them first, you know, these guys.
One of the enemy ships has been destroyed.
Give me.
We'll finish you off and spend your credits on updates.
One of the enemy ships has been destroyed.
Yeah, looks like there's only one of you left. Oh yeah, you are right in the way.
Captains, the Children of the Sun are approaching the sector. Destroy the ship immediately.
Captains? It's literally just me, you son of a gun, because you jumped it. Yep, I ain't hitting this one. Heal shields, please.
Sir, the generators are down. The Phoenix's hull is unprotected.
Concentrate the attack. We don't have much time. The signal from the enemy ships is intensified.
Yeah, they're
right
here.
On top of you.
No duh.
Captain, they're here.
Do not allow them to recover the Phoenix. We cannot lose this battle.
Admiral, the Children of the Sun have recovered the destroyer. There are too many of them. We can't contain them.
Fall back and leave the sector as soon as possible. We must minimize casualties.
All right. The mission has failed. The Children of the Sun have leave the Tacit Stella with the Phoenix Destroyer in their possession. As soon as the ship is repaired, it will be sent to the front lines, greatly increasing the destructive power of its fleet. You must return to headquarters. If anyone should be blamed, it is newly appointed Vice Admiral Mason. Not only did she disobey an order from the Admiral, she also declared an attack without his consent, allowing her enemies to recover one of the largest killing machines in the known universe. So that took 4 tries. I'm in a tin can.
Jump successful, Captain. We've lost the children's ships.
Good. I am a tin
We
can.
were so close.
Not really. Loading.
Damn it! We almost had it. If Mason would have completed Flynn's orders, we would have ended with the Phoenix.
Let's go back to the HQ. Flynn and the rest of the Board of Advisors will make sure Mason pays for his insurrection.
All right, let's go back and I need repairs. Let's see, that's a shipyard. It's a hangar, headquarters. They need to go to actual space station. Okay. You enter the facility in low spirits. The Children's Sun have regained the Phoenix Destroyer, giving them even more of an advantage. You head straight to the Admiral's office. There is a lot to talk about. The conflict has expanded. The Phoenix, the Genesis, the impulsive attack by Vice Admiral Mason. With all of this in mind, you knock on the huge office doors and are welcomed in. Admiral Flynn. Captain, I was waiting for you. The situation is critical. We have lost track of the Phoenix. The Children of the Sun have managed to recover the Emperor's destroyer due to the disobedience of Vice Admiral Mason. Alright, what will happen to her? The Council has decided that her crimes constitute high treason. Former Vice Admiral Mason endangered the captains that fought alongside her and weakened the Interstellar Republic by allowing the Children of the Sun to recover Naruto's ship. Their decision is final. Kendra Mason will be sentenced to death as soon as we find her. You see, the former Vice Admiral has not been present at headquarters since the defeat of the Children of the Sun in the Tacit Stella. The coward has fled with part of her fleet and some of the captains who support her. We've tried to follow her trail, but she's covered her tracks well and is hidden somewhere in the galaxy. Doesn't matter. She can't stay hidden forever. As soon as we know anything about her, I'll let you know. I'm sure that if you were able to bring the greatest traitor the Republic has ever known and alive, the captains and council members would easily be persuaded for you to take her place in the council. With all that has happened, it will take some time for the council to promote even some of the most influential captains, but this time I'll make sure that my second in command is a person that's truly trustworthy, someone like you. Scott was not wrong, Captain. You are an honorable person and very capable. I'm sure that you were able to bring the greatest traitor the Republic has ever known and alive. The captains and the council members would easily persuade you to take the Vice Admiral's place. Of course, we'll have to smoke her out, along with the traitors who follow her. As soon as our scouts have news of their position, the Interstellar Republic will make them pay for their crimes. And the Genesis? The repair of the Genesis is going particularly slow. For years, it has been the most sophisticated ship in our fleet. The rebuilding and rebuilding it is proving a real challenge even for our best engineers. Nevertheless, returning it to its original state will not be enough. We must go one step further. This brings me to the primary reason for our meeting. I need a trusted captain to find Dr. Johnson Banner. A brilliant former Republic engineer, he was in charge of the Genesis project, leading the team that participated in construction of the most advanced ship in our entire fleet. Dr. Banner has worked for the Interstellar Republic for many years. Since the construction of the Genesis, he's led dozens of research missions throughout his career up until just a few months ago. Johnson was assigned to a ship of the Children of the Sun as an undercover agent. His analytical skills are unmatched, and he leaked information from inside and sabotaged the project. The last we've heard from him, he had been discovered, but managed to escape alive. That was 2 months ago. You must conduct your search as carefully as possible. The Children of the Sun are desperately looking for him, and if they catch him, where should we start? I'm going to need to work my ship. John Banner resides in a house on the outskirts of Endcliff, near the University of Space Engineering, where he taught before being recruited. You should talk to his wife, Anna, although I must warn you that she feels no special warmth towards us, for one of our captains to come to her house after her husband's disappearance would be crossing a line. Alright, well, we're not going to worry about him. What we're going to do...
With everything that's been going on, they're sending us on a rescue mission?
Banner is the only one capable of restoring the Genesis. If the Children of the Sun get a hold of it before we do, it's over.
At least they could have given us something to start with. Good luck, guys. You just have to look for a single person all over the universe.
We'll see what Anna says. We'll search for his trail for as long as it takes to find it.
Alright, stock, repair.
Control tower, we request permission to dock.
Welcome, Captain. Dock at the assigned bay, please.
Ah, there he is right there. Alright, we'll repair, we'll save, and we'll call it for this stream so we can get dinner going. Ow. Oh, foot hurt. Let's see here. Station. Repair all that. Do I need anybody? Anybody need healing? Nope, nobody needs healing. Hey. What do we need? All right. Arcade flashes dozens of bright lights, and the noise of numerous machines deafen you. The anticipation fills you with a pleasant, tingling feeling in your stomach. Go ahead. You enter the room with your crew, and the adrenaline begins to course through you. None of you can feel particular predilection for video games, the sole exception of the combat simulation room. This technology comes from military training simulators, which you can access whenever you want, but are nothing like this. You are not sure how an entertainment company managed to obtain the license to distribute the simulator, modifying it as a game, making the experience infinitely more interesting. It is more dynamic than the boring training program. I don't really want to... We're gonna not worry about that now. How much for new ship? 80, all right. Mark 2, Mark 1. We'll give it a shot, and like I said, then we'll go ahead and call it. 15. Excuse me. Okay, I'm not quite sure. I think I need... It's flat cannons. Mark 1 reactor, what's this? Do a Mark 3. Question, should I... $38, 63. do. See what happens. Let's craft one of those. I want to keep with that. It's 50% damage. Definitely need bigger. All right. Okay. Let's save the game here. And so we'll go ahead and we'll call it for right now. So the plan is still tomorrow, hopefully. Valheim with Miss Amanda. That's the plan anyways, after tomorrow evening. So I want to wish everybody a good afternoon. Thank you for anyone who popped in off and on to view this impromptu stream for a Thursday. Anybody who's watching later on either Twitch or YouTube for the VOD, I greatly appreciate your views. It means a lot to me. I will see everybody later. Everybody have a good afternoon.